It is time to introduce the next gentleman on stage. Folks, the person who you're about to meet is the winner of the Tamworth Bush Poetry Competition with his original poem, Courting Mary. He was Reciter of the Year at the 2008 National Folk Festival in Canberra. He has a CD recently released called Lost with All Hands about the HMA of Sydney, a final in the 2009 Australian Bush Laureate Awards, a finalist at Tamworth in 2009 in traditional and original sections, and a winner in 2010, a committee member of the Australian Bush Poets Association. Please welcome Peter Mace.
Thank you. I normally do this in the beer garden at the Longyard Hotel in Tamworth. This is just a little bit classier than that, really, isn't it? I'd like to start off with the poem that was just mentioned, Courting Mary, that I won Tamworth with in 2007. Because we're always told when we're young to do what our mothers tell us. There's a tale about a fellow who tried to do what his mother told him, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out. Now I'm getting on in years and I'm feeling all the fears that hits a man at this time of his life. Because I'm near on 79 and my dear mum's past her prime, but she says it's time I found myself a wife. Now I'm handy around the farm, but just seem to lack the charm that causes ladies' hearts to sort of melt. But it's no use me resisting, for me mum, she is insisting. So I'm off to get a woman with the cards I have been dealt. Now I had my eye on Mary, worked down at Johnson's Dairy, and 'twas with her that I would make me vows. Now she's not too smooth and silken, and when she's at the milking, she does tend to just blend in with the cows. Well, now that I've chose her, must I get me a proposer? Or do I simply yard her with the sheep? Or tag her in the ear or brand her on the rear? 'Cause I think she's going to cost a bit to keep. Now, Mum says a gift's the way to go, to break the ice and so, to take the first step in me marriage quest, find what she hasn't got or what she likes a lot, and of all the plans, I reckon that's the best. Now, Mary cycled to the dairy, and a route she didn't vary, so by the bridge I crouched down in the reeds. I could really check her out, as nobody was about, and I was sure that I'd see something that she needs. Now when Mary rode along, sure the wind was fairly strong, and a bluer dress clear up above her head. Now when I spied that there behind, I damn near changed my mind, and I thought of reinforcing mother's bed. Now from what I believe she said, there was nothing she did need. Then I saw this look of pain on Mary's face. Sure, her hands were cold and bare on that freezing morning there. And then I knew some gloves I had to chase. Went off to town next day, couldn't keep me mum away. She had to get some bloomers while about. Reckons I'd been using hers and they were full of burrs, and anyway, I'd worn the buggers out. So while she shopped for the knickers, I checked out the gloves and stickers, and the sales assistant says, "Can I help you?" "Some gloves from off this rack." "What size?" she answers back. I say she's about a 14 in a shoe. Well, I bought this pair in grey as Mum grabbed the lingerie, and the knickers could have covered Bondi Beach. But with both the parcels wrapped and me strategies all mapped, I headed home to polish up me speech. Well, as I headed out that night, me hair and clothes aside, I lifted up the parcel off the bed. But in me haste to leave, through the house I had to weave. Didn't I grab me mother's knickers now instead? Well, I banged on Mary's door, speech and parcel in me paw, and she opens up with, "Jack, how do you do?" Says, "I am doing fine, and I hope you do not mind, but I bought this here wee present up for you." Well, as Mary opened up the gift, sure me heart just give a lift. And I went back to me speech to find my place. I thought, here I'm doing well, just a local country swell. Then I saw this frown come over Mary's face. Now you may be wondering there why I bought this special pair. It was when I saw you riding on your bike. It was on, I saw you hadn't any on. And your skin was turning blue and crinkle-like. Now, your man says they may be tight when you're getting home at night, but if they are, you really shouldn't hurry, because hopefully I'll be there with a slightly larger pair, and I'll have these off in no time, don't you worry. Now, if you leave them on too long, they can sweat a bit and pong. So every month or so, they need a clean. And if the fur inside pokes out while you're wearing them about, just push it back, just so it can't be seen. So then I saw her there with the knickers in the air. I said, Mary, there's been a terrible mistake. The stuttered explanation was met with indignation, and I wish I'd stuck with buying her a cake. With things flying around my head, I can't recall the things I said. When the knickers struck me full in the face, I thought retreat's the way to go, as I jumped the fence and so went back to Mum to tell of my disgrace. Still see Mary round the town. She just greets me with a frown, but she seems to be a little out of sorts. Tells me to take a hike as she trundles on a bike, but now I see she wears those cycling shorts. Thank you.